Yeah.
All right, let's go. Hello, everyone. Good morning. As you guys know, this is Amanda, Maddie, and Omar, some of your near mint condition crew. And it's also Omar's birthday, so best birthday surprise ever for him.
It's my birthday. This is fucking awesome.
This is awesome. He gets the third Avengers Endgame trailer, and this is, like they said, the first 25 minutes of the film only. So we're finally getting more of the story and more of the first 25 minutes, and it is amazing, and I promise I won't cry. I'm going to go ahead and screen share it, and we're going to watch it together, and we're going to talk about it while it's going on, because I don't know if we're going to be able to hear the sound now that we're live, but let's go ahead. You guys want to watch it and go through it as we do it?
Yeah. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Minutes long, so we'll go from there. All right,
Okay.
ready?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to full screen this, and can you guys hear it?
Look how artsy it got. All black and white now.
Well, it reminds me of the Marvel logo, right? That we've been seeing since they've introduced the 10 years mark. It's that black and white.
Mm-hmm. Well, I meant artsy in the way that it's like black and white with a little, hint of color.
Right. Yeah, with the
like Iron Man's helmet is color, and then Captain America's gloves are colored.
I think
pretty much everything that's red is the only thing that's colored, right? Just from looking at it.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. So now what we're seeing, oh my God, that scene right there. I know Maddie's thinking the same thing I am. Kate Bishop, but we all know it's probably her daughter. It's his daughter.
But might make it Kate Bishop anyway, so.
That's what I'm thinking, yeah. Yeah, so it's everything red.
Yes, it's gorgeous.
Very Schindler's List, but very cool.
And here we get to the best part. We're about to hit to our current.
And this is only, now they've stated that this is only showing the first 25 minutes of the movie, right? And that's all they're taking for the trailer. So that means Black Widow switching between blonde and redhead within the first 25 minutes.
Yes, exactly. Well,
within the first 25 minutes, we have the reunion with Clint, who's now probably going as Ronin.
Yeah.
We got a team up between, there's AntMan.
I can't, guys. I've watched this like 8 times already, and I still can't get over it every time I watch it.
So we got a battle within the first 25 minutes.
25 minutes.
I love the whatever it takes. Oh, this scene. This right stuff scene right here. Oh, hell yes.
So
I can't fucking wait. Oh, yeah. When is the release date of this?
The 26th, 27th.
Yeah.
Oh. So hoping she would grab that hammer.
I was too.
But that's okay. This is so awesome. Love the fact that she doesn't say anything.
She doesn't have to.
Love that all she does is smirk. So within the first 25 minutes, we've got like Tony Stark back on Earth.
Yep.
We've got Carol Danvers, I guess, joining the team. And then we have that whatever right stuff they're prepping for, whether they're about to time travel or go to the quantum realm, whatever they're going to end up doing.
Yes. Now, it's interesting. I'm curious to see if they digitally altered some of the scenes or when Carol comes back. Because if you look at when Cap's talking to Black Widow, her hair clearly has grown out. You see a little bit of blonde on the ends, but it's all back to that red. But then when you see that end scene, after they roll the title screen, and her hair is blonde and short. So I wonder, does Carol show up and leave again? What happens in that interval? Because clearly there's a time jump, because that's a terrible wig if that was the case that she put on. So I'm curious to see if they just digitally altered her for that one scene, or what happened there.
How long after Avengers Infinity War does this take place?
I heard it was at least a year or so afterwards, because we have to give you have to give Clint enough time to become Ronin and go through that process. And it looks like whenever they show those scenes of Ant-Man coming back, it seems like those missing posters have been up for a while. It's not just been 2 or 3 days or a week. It's been like they're decaying now, the paper.
They
So it's
remind
been a
me of
while.
like watching like The Walking Dead, because you see him walk out, he's just like a ghost town around him. So it felt like a zombie film, which is pretty cool.
Exactly. Yes, Nashvilleans never trust a Marvel trailer, because they always digitally alter stuff. That's why I was just curious about.
If they digitally remove Thanos from walking with all them in the costumes, he's teaming up with them. Nah, never gonna happen, but that would be so awesome. Man, I can't wait for this. Now, who did the voiceover for Captain America's scene in the flashback?
I think that was Peggy Carter.
Okay, if it's Peggy, then that really makes me think that they're gonna do something with that character again, and it goes back to the theory that Maddie and I had about, giving people happy endings, because you have Chris Evans leaving, you have Robert Downey Jr. leaving, and if they create, I don't know, alternate dimensions or alternate realities, then Captain America can go back to that dance where Peggy's waiting for him, and Tony Stark can go and live with Gwyneth Paltrow's Pepper Potts.
Or he dies.
Kids. And honestly,
not everyone can get a happy ending.
Oh, I don't want to see a happy ending.
Alternate timelines is the best way for them to go as well with this, not just for the movie, but also because they're expanding into other TV shows and everything else, and a lot of you really open up to a lot of possibilities. So to me, that's the best thing you can do.
It's a great way to introduce the mutants and everyone else too, because if we have to explain it away, they've been sitting in an alternate reality and somehow they
Oh my gosh, people threw a fit about fucking Carol Danvers in the 90s. Like, why didn't Nick Fury call her in Avengers 1? They're gonna throw a fit when Wolverine is living in Nick Fury's basement.
That his mission is gonna work.
my thing with, if they do introduce alternate timelines, then they can easily say, hey, we got new actors.
That's true too.
Like, seriously, I mean, they so could loop that, they could retcon that in. I mean, I don't like it, but what else are they gonna do? These guys aren't gonna be in their 30s forever. They have contracts, and I want to see these movies continue. Kind of like, I want to say in the James Bond kind of way, right? Where a different actor plays James Bond. James Bond is not much a character, but more of a role, right? More of a I don't even know how to put it, but anyway, I had a point.
Be able to do that, and hopefully they've set up like people like Sebastian Stan, even if it's not that they're just creating a brand new Captain America. They take, in the comics, someone's always replacing someone, taking up their mantle. So there's always that possibility too, because I doubt that Sebastian Stan or Anthony Mackie are going anywhere for a while, unless they're having their buddy cop comedy TV show on Disney Plus that everyone says they're doing. So
Winter Soldier and Falcon buddy cop.
You haven't heard of that?
Yeah.
I haven't.
That pitch they thrown out there is the buddy cop comedy, but both of them have at one time, right, or could have taken up the mantle of Captain America in the comics. So there's always that. I'm just excited. I'm just so freaking pumped, guys. Like, this trailer, I know why. Like you said earlier when we were talking, you're like, I can't believe they showed her in this trailer, because not everyone has seen Captain Marvel yet.
No, I can't believe they did that. That's crazy.
I'm sure everyone who's seen Captain Marvel knows what happens in that mid-credit scene.
No, I don't think anybody's going to be surprised. And maybe that's kind of a push to go and see Captain Marvel. They're like, okay, well, if they haven't seen it, then we're going to show how important she is in this movie. So go and see it.
Like, everyone knew she was going to be a part of this. It's just that.
Yeah, they've been talking about it, right?
So.
Well, I think, us comic book fans and people that keep up with movies, but like, do normal people?
Normal people need to.
Muggles.
It's like
no, Muggles don't. Trust me on this.
And being like, no one's gonna come back. I'm like, yes, they are. Never seen anything.
Yes, people. Yeah, they're gonna come back, but it's true. Muggles probably have no idea what is happening, or how. I've talked to a few of them, and they don't. They don't know exactly everything about. They don't follow the news like we do. So.
All right, so KT Chung actually brought up that fact, like he was. The trailer should give a box office bump to Captain Marvel for this.
I think that's probably their goal, and I think a lot of people, because I was interested to see that when we saw the movie on Thursday night right before opening night, they didn't show an Endgame trailer. They showed a Shazam trailer, but they didn't show an Endgame trailer. And I was like, why did they show an Endgame trailer? That's weird. Why wouldn't you show that before Captain Marvel?
I think different movies or theaters had it, because when we went to see it on Sunday, my kids, they did have Endgame trailer.
Yeah.
I am pumped. Was there anything else that you all noticed in the trailer? How about in the comments? Did you all notice anything else?
I'm interested to see. So obviously in the trailer there's a battle they all go through, right? And
yeah.
I'm interested to see what that battle is. Where is that taking place? Because we haven't seen, all the other trailers showed glimpses of Thanos, right? That we've seen before, like either his Scarecrow or whatever the case may be. But this is the first one we don't see any Thanos. It's all of our heroes, but they're in battle. We even get to see Ant-Man in action in some battle, and there's a pencil involved. So where does that battle take place? What is that battle that we're seeing? That's my question. In the first 25 minutes, what is that battle? Like, what is going to happen?
I don't know.
That's the only question I have. Obviously, Scott's coming back. If we saw the trailer before, the two trailers before that, we saw he has the van with the quantum realm time, or the quantum realm entry point or whatever. So we know we have that.
Well,
and
could the battle be a flashback? Like,
well, okay, so Rick Nelson and Renato said that they think that that she might be on, or that for the part with Nebula anyways, might be on Titan again.
Like she's fighting Tony before they get on the ship.
Titan. So
okay,
there's something that's happening in there.
That's a good point, but I'm more curious as to why Ant-Man is jumping on a pencil. Where is that taking place?
Yeah,
and if it does take, if it's a flashback, then it could be like an invasion or some we didn't see. Because technically they could retcon all of that. So
yeah. No, and you're right. There are some more people they probably digitally took out of that scene, because Rocket's not seen and Captain Marvel isn't seen in that scene. The right stuff when they're walking.
Yeah,
yeah.
That's what I call the right stuff.
Even though they showed Tony and Nebula, so we know they got back to Earth. We still don't know how, but they made it back to Earth. But yeah, Rocket's not seen. But again, we do see another shot of him with War Machine. So
yeah. Or one of Tony's armors, whoever's in there. Now we've seen Hulk before, right? And I assume everybody seems to think it's Smart Hulk, right? Like from the Peter David. Well, speculation is that it's the Smart Hulk, because a lot of those Peter David issues from his Hulk run are going up in price. So people are already speculating, or at least comic book collectors are. They're buying those up and flipping them. It's going to be interesting to see where this all goes and who remains. I can't wait. Got a little bit over a month to go, but man, it's worth it.
Oh, it is.
Because as soon as it's over, we're gonna get a hint of what happens next, right? We're gonna get a small hint as to where they go. Now, I would love it if this is the bookend to the MCU, those first, I guess, 11 years, right?
Yeah.
And there is no after credit, and it just goes to a black screen, and then the lights turn on. Can you imagine the outrage?
No, there won't, because they have Spider-Man. They have to still advertise that coming up. So they have to have. I think the end credit scene, it'll be something with Peter Parker. Is my guess.
Okay, so Mateo is saying no, it can't be a flashback because there's also Cap that is very tired, like he's fighting with a new suit.
Well, maybe this is going to be the whole weird like time travel thing. That's why it's going to be odd, because we've had a lot of instances in the comics where Cap has kind of gone through like several different layers of like time and everything else. So that could be the case. It could be, especially with Black Widow looking the way she does, because she doesn't look like that when she's in the team with the team.
No, she's that. Yeah.
So I think there's something a little weird here with time, and I think not just time going back, but time going forward, because there could be an accident somewhere in there too, because she looks older. It's not just her regular red hair. So I don't think it's going backwards. I think there's going to be something where they end up way too far in the future and end up in a fight they shouldn't be in. Then I think that would be really interesting too, because then you can really kind of get a picture to the cosmic, and maybe even like a hint of what's to come, which I think would be useful, and it's a good way to lead into Cosmic Saga of Marvel. Because if they kind of go too far in the future, maybe they'll see some coming apocalypse or issue that like, oh, we can't fix this right now, but maybe.
Oh my God!
We're gonna see later.
If they are time hopping or alternate dimension hopping or whatever the hell they're gonna end up doing. And I'm gonna fucking lose it if I see. I just wrote it in the chat. If I see just some adamantium claws, no, attached to just somebody's hand, I don't give a shit. I'm gonna fucking flip out in that movie theater because I have been wanting my XMen back in this universe since this all started in 2008. So,
heck, even if they don't even show it, if there's some mention of adamantium, because all they ever talk about is vibranium, and that's the most powerful metal on Earth. So even if there's a mention somewhere in some flashback, alternate reality that they end up visiting or whatever they do in this movie, it'd be interesting because we don't know what Kevin Feige's plan is yet. I mean, we know that recently the guy who was supposed to write the Doctor Doom movie, Holly, he said he had asked Kevin Feige, like, should I keep working on this? And the Kevin Feige gave him a very Kevin Feige answer. He's like, Doctor Doom's a really interesting character, and I'd love to see him, interplay somewhere down the road, but a non-answer where it's like, I don't know if we're doing a Doctor Doom movie anytime soon, for example. And that's just the Fantastic Four, but yeah.
They're about to get the best villains back at, like, I like Thanos, but my favorite villains are Kang the Conqueror, Magneto, Apocalypse. Oh my God, Annihilus. All these characters are coming back into the MCU.
Which is why it's silly not to go ahead and do Annihilation, because you've already introduced Thanos. And so you have a really interesting opportunity when this is done for Thanos to be part of the team.
Yep.
Which I always love because he's so problematic but so interesting to have. So that's what I want.
They can bring him back, and Josh Brolin would be great to come back and do that. So
Thanos leaves and comes back all the time. That's like nothing.
I'm still curious to see if Captain Marvel has, in her years since trying to, help the Skrulls, if spoiler alert, if she's ever encountered Thanos. And maybe she knows more than going on. I would assume, right? Because he has his quest, and I keep thinking back to his one thing, and that's what I was hoping to see in Captain Marvel and didn't see. I thought maybe there'd be a play on his I've ran from my destiny before and I'm not doing it again. And I keep thinking, are we going to see that? And maybe we are. I don't know. Who knows what's going to happen?
Somebody said everybody's going to be confused as shit if they reveal that Shang-Chi is in the after credits, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be just like Guardians of the Galaxy, because I watched it with a bunch of, like, it was me and a friend of mine and a bunch of like 20-something-year-olds, and everyone in that theater but me and him were confused. They were like, why is Donald Duck at the end of Guardians of the Galaxy? Like, they were like, and one of the kids was explaining to the other kid going, oh man, because Disney owns Marvel, dude. Yeah, it's gonna be a huge crossover like Kingdom Hearts. And in my head I'm like, I'm not an actually kind of guy, but I'm like,
actually,
motherfuckers, making me
why
feel
would you say this hard crossover? Just because Disney owns them, guys, it's not gonna be that way.
Yeah, if they introduce Shang-Chi after credits, oh my God, yeah, people are gonna be like, what? Who is this? Why are we getting an Asian flick? What is this?
What's happening here? But
I do want to see them continue those.
Yet, right? So
I don't think so. No,
they just got a director.
Yeah, they got to write, and I'm sure they're starting on the script here shortly.
That's from Kung Fu. So all we know so far, let's go over. We know Doctor Strange 2, right?
Well, Spider-Man, because that comes out actually.
So obviously, Spider-Man will be the last movie we have this year from the MCU, and I guess Sony. That's it. That's all we know for sure. But what has been greenlit was Doctor Strange 2, Black Panther 2, Master Kung Fu, and what's the other one? Eternals.
Yes, the Eternals.
We also have shows too. So there's short run, but it's gonna be Scarlet Witch and Vision. We're getting a show for them, a show for Loki, and then a show about Bucky and
Falcon. The buddy cop. I'm really excited to see what that thing has in store. I know the Loki is going to be a young Loki, and I know I believe they signed on Tom Hiddleston do like voiceovers. He'll probably make like voiceovers, like talking about his life, right? So that'll be interesting because they can't have they might have cameos, but I'm sure him and Chris Hemsworth can't do, full-time stuff on that. They have to move on.
I just want Guardians 3. Like,
I don't think we'll get
Guardians 3. I'm sorry.
I don't think they could announce anything yet.
Like I said, these actors aren't going to be young forever. They're not going to be fit.
Feige said it's not in there. Feige recently said it's just not something they're putting a lot of emphasis on right now.
Well, they're
not looking for another director.
And they can't. I don't think they can even talk about anything or do anything until this movie's over. You know what I mean? Because if you're gonna have Guardians, it's gonna be a part of the bigger picture. I think
it is.
You've got Captain Marvel and you've got Guardians. You know,
you got the FF and Silver Surfer back. You've already introduced the Kree Skrull thing. Man, you might as well just go. Yeah. All you gotta do.
You just literally can't say anything until this is done. Because
like I said,
anything.
My speculation is that we kick it off with a Nova movie. By the destruction of Xandar's already been there. All we need is a little flashback, and then the what is it called? The World Mind. What is it that it's called, Maddie, in the comics?
I think it's World Mind.
Okay, what the Nova helmets communicate with? Yeah, that just goes to Earth, finds Rich Rider that's about to commit suicide. Oh my God!
And you could even kind of like hint at that in this, because if there is time travel and it's involved with the stones and everything else, there could actually be a thing where, you know, Captain Marvel somehow, I don't know, found a helmet and kicked it the wrong way. So
that's what happened.
Something little like that could
happen. Oh, and it'll be some kind of Marvel little humor that they like to throw in. Something like that.
Something very slight.
Rick Nelson brought up. Rick Nelson brought up the Young Avengers and as the fallout from Endgame, and I see that because they've been casting. If you look on IMDb and all of the casting calls, they have been casting some of these some of the younger actors, like the kids of some of these superheroes and stuff. Even the kid from Iron Man 3 Harley that no one was a fan of. A lot of them have been credited as being in this movie. So whether or not they're just there as cameos for a certain scene in the movie, or whether or not that's teasing that what's to come, like an adult Scott Lang's daughter. She's going to be an adult, apparently, or more grown up. So there is a possibility.
Rick just said they replaced the girl that played Cassie. If that's true,
with an older actress.
Then they could totally do Young Avengers because that's stature, right? Yeah. And you've got that whole little. I love that we're basing it all on one single shot of Hawkeye training his, I assume, daughter. With his bow and arrow, right? We're like automatically jumping into conclusions going, okay, Young Avengers, confirm, and this is how rumors get started. I fucking love it. It's the same thing in comic books.
Best thing, because you never know.
Same thing in comic books.
Yeah, and I would love for them to maybe try to redo the Inhumans and pretend that TV show just didn't happen.
I think we all agree with that.
You anyway, so I would be okay with that. Rick, I would definitely be okay with that. I tried. I really did. I tried to watch it.
I did. You would try. I saw the commercial and I'm like, nope, not for me. I saw Lockjaw and no. Okay, so was there anything else in the trailer y'all wanted to talk about, or any speculations? Any other movies that we forgot about?
No, I think that's it. I mean, the problem is they're keeping so tight-lipped until this movie's over about their way ahead. And I think D23, which is in September, they're gonna announce a lot of stuff there.
Really? Do you think they'll wait till D23 and not San Diego? I'm thinking as soon as this movie.
They have stopped going. They're not doing.
Well, I know, but I'm saying like at least announce the next phase 4, right? I'm thinking as soon as this movie's over, they gotta, strike while the iron's hot.
I think they'll wait till after Spider-Man, and then I think a lot of speculation is that they're going to be using D23 from this point forward to do a lot of their major announcements. So I think that is where we're going to see all the time stuff. That's where they showed it last time. The big timelines and stuff was at D23 when they had all this. They showed Captain Marvel and Black Panther and everything like that. So it's D23 all the way. Which
I love watching those. Love watching those things because I remember when they unveiled like Captain America versus the Serpent Society. Everybody lost it, and in my head, because I'm not there, right? Of course, I would be fucking ripping my shirt off too if I was there. I'm sitting at home watching it through YouTube. I'm like, why is everybody excited about Captain America versus the Serpent Society? Then they went back and crossed it out and wrote Captain America Civil War. Then everybody lost their shit again. I love when fans do it because we all think the same way. It doesn't matter what the hell they're going to show on the screen. We're all going to be excited anyway. Okay. Well, if that is all, ladies, who wants to sign us off?
Yeah, sure. So everyone, thank you for watching this impromptu trailer reaction to the new Avengers Endgame trailer. Kind of put this together last minute, so we appreciate you guys showing up and supporting. Remember to hit the like and subscribe button and ring that bell for notifications for more near mint condition content. I think we're also going to have a panel video coming out around 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time today too on bringing back long cartoon intros. So if you are a fan of long cartoon intros, please stick around for that panel video that's happening around 11 o'clock. And as always, follow us on all our social media channels at NearMintCon. And remember, if it's classy and cool, it must be near mint. Have a great day, guys, and we'll see you all later.
Thanks for joining us.